Se non entra la prima sono dolori.
La presenza agonistica di Sara Errani.
Per l'italiano storico questo incontro.
Match point Nadal.
Game 7 match. Federer.
Hello there, this is Rod Satar.
And I'm Giulio Gasparin. We're here for MTO Tennis Podcast. And, well, after the Petco special, we are back to business.
Yep, indeed. I mean, you can't really top the Petco special, but here we go.
Well, let's keep it nice and short because there's been lots of tennis today. And we have Agnieszka Radwanska.
Oh, Aga. Rain is not her friend, really, is it? Again, the on again, off again here. I really thought, actually, with the sun, she would play really well, but Cibulkova came out of the blocks, racing out of the blocks when the play resumed. Aga really never had a chance.
No, indeed. I mean, like, it was 6-4, 2-love, first rain break. Then they came back on court, 10 minutes, just a couple games, and she was still up a break. And then, yeah, when they came back today, Cibulkova broke immediately, and then it was not over, but it really felt like Cibulkova was completely in control.
No, I mean, that second match for Cibulkova to level was a good hard fight, and then really the momentum just stayed with us back in, and off she went. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to club together and buy Aga an umbrella.
That said, she was not very negative about it.
Well, still was a good match, but I don't think I was playing good enough today. I think she was playing really aggressive, good tennis, and I think I stepped backwards a little bit too much, and that wasn't helping today. But definitely different conditions today, different. In the mornings a bit different. It was pretty sunny and windy. Yesterday a bit different. So but conditions are both for the same of us.
As she told us, rain is not her friend. The poor love has had rather a lot of it. I mean, she was washed out in Birmingham, pretty much washed out here. I think the first spot of rain in London, and she's just going to be on a flight back to Poland, I think.
No, really, no, not at all. Yeah, I think I should have a gift in every tournament, a huge umbrella. Yeah.
And well, as you know, today was Wimbledon draw. Great excitement for us, great excitement for you, and not for all the players.
No, we asked Radwanska who she was meeting, and she has no idea, really. So, but, to be fair to her, she did say it has its own challenges and that she'll have to sort of figure it out. And that's what she's good at. So, but I can't see her having many challenges, and it's weird. There's a lot of players that are here that are all clustered in one part of the draw, so there'll be lots of angry recognition in the changing room, you again.
Actually, always focusing on the first match. You never know what's gonna happen after, and during your match as well. So I think that sports, that tennis, everything can happen, and we can see, especially at the Grand Slams, how many different scores we can see. So match by match. Well, it depends. Sometimes I have a chance to see the match before, for example, if it's not the first round, so of course then you watch. And it's actually, I'm always happy to play someone for the first time. It's always a nice challenge, and when you play someone for the 10th time, or it's different stories. So this is something new, something that never happened, and it's a good challenge, yeah.
And then, Cibulkova wins the match in roughly an hour since the resume, and then go back and just hammers Monica Puig.
That was the biggest surprise for me. I thought that Puig, out of all of them, would be the fittest of the lot. She was the one that finished on time yesterday. She's had a full day's rest, and she hasn't had to play twice. But she was so caught flat-footed from Cibulkova, and that was the end of that, really. She had never had a chance to get into her game. As for Cibulkova,
that's the fourth final of the season, and 4 different surfaces.
Yeah, that's I didn't even realize it was 4 different surfaces. So that's nice to hear that. And yeah, my first finals tomorrow on the grass. So when we started to practice after Roland Garros, I said to my coach, it's a shame that the clay is over, and I played just 2 tournaments on clay, and I did really well. I was playing finals, and third round I was tough match against Navarro, and And I said, I want to play more on the clay. I don't want to, change the game and go on the grass right now. And he said, Domi will be fine. You're playing good, and you will just change small things in your game, and you will see you will be fine on the grass. So I'm happy he was right, and I was able to do it on the first tournament. So it's really great.
What's clicked for you on grass this time around?
You need to get the first few matches to sort of to go through, and I was. From the first match, I was playing really, really good. I had a tough opponent. I played against Ostapenko, a big girl. So that was a good sign. When I won 6-3, 6-3, I was like, okay, it was for the first match, it was really good, and I just kept going, And I've also had no expectations. I took it as a warm up. I said every match extra here, it's good, and so here it is, final.
I mean, it's been a terrible summer, really. I mean, this is the second time now that people have had to play like 2-3 matches in a day. And while some of them are used to playing maybe singles and doubles in a day, to actually play 3 singles matches in a day or 2 singles matches in a day is pretty draining.
Yeah, I think today the first match against Radwanska, how long we played today? 140? Yeah, but it was yesterday. But today, I think it was around less than 2 hours. Yeah. And it was not easy emotionally because I was really happy when I beat her on the grass. This was third really, really close match against Radwanska this year, and on different surface, the first time on grass. And for me it was toughest to play her on grass because what I take advantage of her second serve, because she's playing weak second serve, and I always go for the shot. And here on the grass, it's a little bit tougher because it's really low and you cannot go for it so much. So, but in the rallies, I felt really good, and I was just, I felt every shot. I knew I was going for my forehand, and I was really, really strong on my backhand. So, and then to come back against a completely different player, against aggressive player, and I knew she doesn't want to play long rallies with me. She was really going after my serve and everything, and so I had to change tactique in my game a little bit, and I was able to do it. It was great.
And on the contrary to Radwanska, Cibulkova had a look at the draw, and she was a bit thankful in a way that she has to play Lucic in the first round, not because it's a good draw, not at all, but because today she played Monika Puig. In a way, plays a very similar sort of game.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I asked my coach I play against Lucic, so I know it's gonna be a really tough one. That I'm seeded player to play such a tough grass court opponent. I know it's gonna be very hard first round.
But maybe it's a good preparation. I mean, Puig, it's a different ball, but at least
yes. That's right. You're right. My coach said today you have a good preparation for the Wimbledon. So yeah, you're right. And every match is different, but I still have my finals tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to.
It's been interesting actually the last 2 days talking to Vesnina and Cibulkova in particular about the Olympics and the fact that there's no points being offered by the ITF right now. And Radwanska said the same. If you're going to ask players to fit this in a busy part of the schedule anyway, in the lead up to the last Grand Slam, you really need more of an incentive than, hey, you get to dress up in your country's national outfit and trot around a track.
No, I took it step by step. It's just it's a little bit hard with the planning, because I play 2 tournaments in America. Then I have to stay there for 1 week, and then I have to fly to South America, and then back, and then like 6 tournaments in a row is the U.S. Open, where for me the Grand Slam is the biggest. For some athletes it's the Olympic Games, but for me it isn't. For me it's like I really want to do well at the Grand Slam, and that's my priority. And of course I want to do good at the Olympic Games, but it's not like that's something I worked for 4 years.
So it would just be a bonus then if you did well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course. If I could bring home the medal, it will be great. But I was really, really sad and disappointed that there are no points for Olympics. I think that puts down a lot of motivation for a lot of players, I would say, and I think it's not right, and I think they should do something with that. Yeah.
Well, Pliskova had no problems whatsoever for the whole of the week. Yes, the seagull probably is coming from my head, but never mind. No, she had no problems whatsoever. She'd been playing very good. Today she dispatched Vesnina in... I was like, very bad pronunciation.
Pliskova, Vesnina.
I know. No, she dispatched Vesnina in a very good fashion. I mean, yesterday before the rain, 4-love in 15 minutes, 3 points won by Vesnina. Today she didn't do that much more than that, because in 45 minutes it was over. 6-1, 6-3. And then she's back to play Konta.
Yeah, I mean, she was definitely in a hurry. She finished Nottingham with the title, bombed out in Birmingham with against Pliskova, and then she came back here again. She came out roaring away. Although the first set was very tight, there wasn't a break point to be had between them. She was even up in the tie break before Konta edged it back.
Yeah, definitely. I had great results this year on grass, except the one in Birmingham, but it was after a tough week in Nottingham, but I still was able to win the doubles there, so at least something. And so far happy with the tennis what I'm playing here this week, and this was the toughest match this week, but happy to be through and looking forward to the final tomorrow.
Nonetheless, she has a really good record with Konta. I mean, like, it's 5 wins to love, but in 3 of them she dropped the first set.
Yeah, we played a few times. I remember last 2 what we played. One was actually on grass in last year Birmingham, and one was this year in Indian Wells, I think. I mean, she's tough. Even if you lose the first set in Indian Wells, I won the first set. She's still playing the same tennis. She doesn't give you much mistakes. She's serving pretty well, so it's tough. And on grass even more because of the serve. It's tricky, and she can really have big percentage of the first serve like she had today. So, but I mean, the first set was very close. She was more aggressive in the end of the first set, so she deserved, I would say, to win the first set. But we were still it was still without break. So I was just thinking, and still believe that I can break her once in the match, and it came in the second set, and I was just happy to made it. You know, even in the third set, I did 2 breaks, and then third one in the end. So I started to play much better from the baseline. The first set was a little bit tricky. It was first match on center court for me, so it was a little bit different on court 1, and was like a lot windy, so it was tough. But happy with the performance then.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Both Kvitova and Pliskova were very much kind of, the crowd will be very noisy. But we've played Fed Cup. I think it's fair to say that out of all the crowds they're ever going to face, this is probably the least like Fed Cup ever, even though they're cheering on a home player. You know, I have to laugh every time they say it.
I have to say that will be also the least lively. Lively. It's just,
Although we did have a little bit of drama.
Oh yes, we have.
So at 3-1, when Konta had that tumble, the shock, she's just been telling us that the shock just brought about tears. But in the midst of her crying, there was a woman that started screaming hysterically, to the point that actually it dried her tears just like that. So I don't know that Pliskova will have ever had that in a Fed Cup.
Yeah, sometimes it was tough, but you have to count with it. We are in England, and I'm playing British girls, so I was just ready for everything, but I don't think it was that bad. So and also the other thing is I'm used to from Fed Cups where there it's really like 50 times worse than here. So but you cannot just think about this. I try to concentrate on my game and not about the people. It's of course they're gonna support her. She's the only one British here in the draw left, and it's their British number 1, I think. Yeah, so I was just counting with this, and I don't feel like it had any influence on me.
So Pliskova will be playing Cibulkova in the final, and it's interesting because we had Radwanska today saying, I'm going to play someone I never played before, and it's always funny because it's interesting to play someone new. And Pliskova, on the idea of playing Cibulkova, she said, I haven't played that in many years, it's going to be interesting. So it seems like everybody loves to play someone they haven't played for a long while.
But I think they played a long time ago, but I think a lot has happened to both of them since then, and I think it will be interesting to see how their games have translated. You know, Cibulkova's going to be playing very aggressively from the baseline. She's going to be jumping on any of Pliskova's serves, and she's going to want to try and move Pliskova, who I love that wry smile of, I think she's going to move me. That's what all the girls do. Yeah, baby, she's going to be yanking you all around that court tomorrow.
Definitely tough match. She had also some good wins this week, and I think she's also improving with every match. So am I. So it's going to be tough. A little bit different game than today. I mean, she's also playing fast from the baseline, but not serving that good. And but for me, still the same. I have to keep my game plan to serve well and to play aggressive. There's no other way for me how to play, especially on grass. So I'm just looking forward to the final. We played once a few years ago on hard court. She won, was a close match. So happy to play someone who I didn't play for such a long time. Yeah, I think she's playing fast and aggressive game from the baseline, and of course she's just gonna make me move. That's what all the girls have to do. So, but I'll be ready for that, and I think my movement is improving slowly, but improving. So, and thanks God I have a long hands, so I can have a lot of balls.
Well, as usual, they are kicking us out. No, really. Hope you enjoyed this, and tomorrow's going to be the final. So, last day. I'm going to treat myself to ice cream and a sprint back to stop the seagulls from stealing it.